Welcome back to Little Brothers 616. Coming up, team building expert PJ Stephen talks tasks, trials and tribulations. And you lucky people are cordially invited to find out what happened at 2010's hottest hookup. Find out if Josie left me hanging in the task room. Just did a little bit of exercise there, but first, here's Emma with the news.
Last night, while the housemates were sound asleep, Big Brother's cryptic collaborator Bob Writer came to life to prepare the house for its next shopping task. And they were shocked when they saw the evidence this morning.
To pass this task, you must not let it come true. To beat my prediction, I suggest that you change your routine from pretty to ugly, from polite to obscene. You should adjust your behaviour, act different and strange, because if you fail in this task, all you'll get is small change.
So the housemates will be facing a week of uncertainty in a task that will ask them to act unpredictably. Naturally, in a predictable fashion, housemates tried to preempt Big Brother, and predictably, this led to an argument at 10:31 this morning about what they think is predictable about each other.
I think mine there'll be something like singing and stuff.
Yours will definitely be makeup.
And putting my makeup on.
Well, then what's the point,
you
then?
as well?
Yeah, I hate
She wants to
people
put her
when
makeup on,
they
let her
do
put her makeup
this.
on. Why are you getting upset for, John?
Me? I'm just having
Yeah.
a shower. You won't upset me.
No one will upset you because you bother everybody else with your bad attitude.
Well, it's funny how you come
So
out.
glad
It's funny
that
how
you don't have
nominations
to
aren't
put up
existing
with it.
anymore, and all of a sudden
I am
Corin's coming out of her shell a little
glad.
bit. Funny how you're sticking in your
I'm so
suit.
glad I don't have to put up with your arrogant attitude. I've never met anyone so arrogant as you in my
Well, I've never
goddamn
met
life.
anyone as fake as you, because the
That's
board
why-
doesn't lie.
that is
And you were right
why
up there
I
with the
have
fake.
not
I'd rather be
had one
arrogant. Rather be
conversation
arrogant
with
than
whole
fake.
house. I've been
I'd rather be
with you.
arrogant than fake.
Then at 1:40 this afternoon, Bob Writer made another appearance that called upon little Sammy Pepper to be the first housemate to make his choice in this week's task.
Bob would like you to choose who you will now become the butler for. Would you rather be Josie's personal butler or the house's butler, excluding Josie?
Josie's personal butler.
Thank you very much. It's really kind
I'm
of
not
you.
a very good butler. You just take the plate.
Oh, thank you very much.
Your lordship.
Thank you so much.
This is brilliant.
So that's how Sam got on with his part of the task. If you want to find out all about that and the latest Big Brother news, head online now, channel4.com/Big Brother.
Now, who could have predicted that on day 29, when Josie and Kiva came to the dining room and did this?
I know, I'd actually like to propose to George Lamb.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Georgie boy? Fancy marrying Josie Gibson?
That 51 days later, as part of this week's shopping task, I'd be standing in the house to see if Josie could make an honest man of me. Here's what happened a couple of hours ago when I made my way into the house.
Josie, Bob would like you to choose one of two options. Would you rather propose to George Lamb on BBLB or turn John James into a giant crab that can only be referred to as crab eyes?
Oh, my God! Obviously, John James is the love of my life. But George Lamb's quite fit as well, isn't he? Bit of mint sauce, go down lovely. Has George Lamb said anything about me? I'm really sorry, John. Crab eyes it is.
Sorry, George. Not your lucky day.
I can't believe it, Big Brother. I can't... You know, it will be much funnier, though.
She had two choices. One was to propose to George Lamb. The other one was to have me dress up in a crab costume. And she chose the crab costume.
But they were expecting me to propose to George Lamb.
Oh, so as long as you...
I'm a one-woman man.
So as
a
long
one-man...
So as long as you passed your task, that's all right
I'm
then.
a one-man woman.
Not a chance.
What do you mean, John James?
Exactly that.
Do you not think you're being a bit shellfish?
Mate, you have got nothing. I want nothing. I do not care.
There's no need to get crabby, John James. Big Brother is disappointed and the diary room door is now open.
See you, pal.
I can't believe
You're
it. So I've
right.
wasted that opportunity
right.
with Josie, and he's not even doing the task, man.
I
What an
know,
idiot.
you'd be gutted.
Totally.
Oh, he's obviously got his pincers out, and he's not wearing his costume. He's like a rebel without a clause. Hey, come on! You didn't know about that one, did you?
No, it's right,
I love
it's
it.
well
But before we get into the devious planning behind the tasks we love, let's take a look at how this year's lot have dealt with them.
Big Brother wants a personal item from each housemate.
Take
I can't sleep. I'm going to be honest with you, Rach. I can't sleep in this chair. I can't sleep in this chair. Task over.
I can't do it, I'm sorry.
Another task where I spent hours doing something that means nothing.
And of course, the housemate on crazy guitar solo to have his moments.
He's basically the one who can't sing.
I'm thinking you're just rubbing it in my face.
You will represent a Big Brother house in the annual pantomime horse race.
JJ said that Corinne is what?
Crazy. False.
Is it false? False.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fart. Does anyone false in here, John? It's shit.
What's the hardest part of the task? I said it's the aftermath, the aftermath, the aftermath.
So, to tell us if a team player makes a show winner, plus how tasks are devised, it's team building expert PJ Stevens and task producer Ben Riley. How are you both?
Very well, how are you?
Yeah, good, yeah, really good. Corinne is not happy.
She's not, is she?
No, she
Sorry about that,
isn't.
guys.
Now, the other day I was talking to Davina. Sorry. The other day I was talking to Davina, and she said that this has been the best year for tasks ever.
Brilliant.
So, is there a theme behind them this year?
I guess it's just because it's the last year of doing Big Brother, we want to go out with a bang, so we've tried to do the biggest task we've ever done before. So we've done the Dinner in the Sky, which was the first task we did on day one. Thank you. We also did Glee, which had Andrew Stone coming in. We got the house taken over by robots. I mean, we're just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. What's your inspiration behind them? Where do you get it from?
We just all sorts of sources. We're sort of watching movies, reading newspaper articles, things like that. Going down the pub and having a few ideas and laughs with everybody.
So you come into work for a little bit, then you go home, you watch a movie, you go to the pub.
Yeah,
that's
always thinking of ideas.
That's not work,
always
is
thinking of
it?
ideas.
What
That's what we do.
Now, PJ, you've worked with Olympians and footballers, football teams, bringing them together. So, you know, you're perfect, really, to tell us what you think of our housemates and how they're getting on as a team.
Yeah, they're not, are they? I mean, they're not a team. But then, to some degree, they don't need to be. It's a group of people in a situation that are just kind of muddling through and, doing the best they can. So, in terms of teamwork, they probably don't need to show it. But, some of the tasks allow them to at least show some of their personality types.
So why tasks so integral to Big Brother, do you think?
Because at one very basic level, it's about, how you spend your time.
Yeah.
But then at a more sort of significant level, people get a chance to show their self-worth, to give something to the house.
Right.
And also we can see their personalities in terms of some people want to play to win, others want to participate. But, it actually lets us see their motivational types.
Right.
And we can learn a lot from that.
So it can help and hinder them?
Absolutely, yeah.
What's the process of a task when you're planning it?
Well, we started developing all the tasks in February this year and sort of had a long time.
You start in
4 months.
February?
Yeah, absolutely. We have 4 months of total play to game.
And how many of you are there?
It's a team of about 14 people, really brilliant team this year, lots of creativity in it. And we sort of just come up with the ideas and play them out, and they're all designed basically to test the housemates, either to raise the mood of the house. If the housemates are feeling down, we try and put parties in or things that raise the spirit. If not, we try and divide the house and make it a bit more divisive to get more stories.
So you devise tasks to provoke reactions?
Yes, we do.
That's nice, isn't it? Makes brilliant TV. Corinne said in last night's show that the Davina McCall puzzling words task was devised to make them fall out.
Yes.
So was that the plan?
Yeah, absolutely. We just want to create interesting stories and get the housemates talking to each other and just creating interesting dynamics between all the housemates. So sometimes putting in a divisive task is the best way to do that.
You're so evil, but I love it. PJ, why is it a good idea for housemates to take part in team tasks when there's essentially only going to be one winner?
At least when they get to participate in a task, they can give something back to the house. So even if it's not a task they particularly want to do, they get an opportunity to shine, but also maybe to bring food for the house. Yeah. So it's important that they do participate, even if maybe they don't love it. you know, it's a chance to put something into the emotional bank account for the guys in the house.
But then what about people like John James and, you know, further away, obviously, was Ben, who never kind of took part in anything. So what does that tell you about?
Well, someone like Ben probably came in with the idea of this is how I'm going to behave. I'm not going to do tasks. I'm not going to make myself look foolish.
Yeah.
And actually that inflexibility, you know, cost him relationships and it cost people kind of food and comfort.
But he lasted for quite a while,
yeah,
considering
he did, actually,
wasn't
considering
a team
he was not.
player.
No, and he didn't actually do a lot of good. You know, in some respects, I think he's lucky to last as well.
And what do you think it will do to John James now? Because he's kind of recently refusing to do
huge disappointment. That'd have been. I mean, everybody wanted to see him in a crab costume, and it would have been absolutely brilliant. So to back off from that, I think he lost an opportunity. A real, you know, you've had a lot of votes from that, John James. A lot of, you know, a lot of votes.
The prediction is that the last ever task of this series. So what else have you got in store for us?
Well,
big-wise.
It's all about phase 2 now, so you've got to watch that. The last 2 weeks, we've got a lot of great guests and amazing housemates coming in, so watch the space for that.
So maybe the last shopping task, but it's not the last task.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got, this is a huge task, this one. It's going to sort of reflects and looks back over the whole series, but look out for phase 2. That's the tip from the top.
And Sam Pepper loves a task, so
sure does.
You know, if Big Brother ever came back, would you take him on board?
Oh, yeah, he'd be great to doing it. I think he'd tell a lot of the newcoming housemates what he thinks about them.
He wouldn't annoy you?
I think it'd be great.
Thank you very much, guys.
Pleasure.
Ben and PJ. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Good. Right, that's all we've got time for today. Join us tomorrow at 6 o'clock on E4 when we'll be chatting to some very special housemates. What's that about, George Lamb?
All will be revealed.
All will be revealed.
Plus, Zig and Zag will be chatting to BB10's David about being friends with fashion icon Vivienne Westwood. And as always, to keep up to date with all the latest house news, head online. Make sure you catch the main show tonight, 10 o'clock on Channel 4. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.